fast. We didn't go another 6 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Back-to-back
That's
weeks.
Amazing. That's insane, dude. That is insane.
But we have stretches where we go back-to-back, and then all of a sudden there's nothing for 6 weeks.
Look, I think last episode you said there's 100 and some odd. How many years worth of episodes for people to go back and listen?
10 years worth.
There's an archive. There's a library, if I may.
Yes.
Have people be held over, and they can go. Either they could critique us in regards to how much better we've gotten as we've gone along, or they can tell us that you guys still suck.
Yeah.
As much as you did when you first started this nonsense. So
this is episode 234. So there's quite a few that can listen.
234. We're a long ways away from having Do you think we'll be alive long enough to hit 1,000?
God, I don't know. I mean,
that'd be
1,000.
Well, because here's
that's another 30 years.
Maybe if we retire at some point, right?
Yeah.
If we retire, we could do a daily one if we really want to, and it doesn't have to be an hour long or 2 hours. Because sometimes a lot of ours, you've not done the thing where if we go long, like we've done podcasts where it's been like a 2.5 hour podcast. I know for a fact they have been. I don't think you've always separated those out.
No, not always. I mean? No, that was more of a recent thing, actually.
Right? Yeah. So it's just one of those things. Then again, we don't really have it set up where it's like, ooh, cliffhanger. We can't wait to hear the next thing happen. But,
We have the occasional tease.
Every now and then. And a lot of times we think of something that we want to hit on, and then we don't hit on it at all, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're not professionals. We don't have a producer, keeping us on track at all. Nor do we ever really have, you, for a while, they were really good. You had your notebook with topics and stuff like that. And I just show up. That's all I really do.
I've transferred it to a Google Doc so I can just update it on the go.
Right. Yeah. But that would be the goal, is to see if we can get to 1,000. And if we did a 5-minute one a day.
Yeah.
When we retire at some point, maybe we'll hit 1,000.
Yeah, but we still got a while before we get to that point.
Oh, we got so long, dude. So I'll be impressed if we hit 300, because that's a pretty good number, right?
It is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's not bad. I think we can hit that.
Oh yeah,
that's within spitting distance at this point, right? So
yeah, we'll be there in 2 years.
We could beat that, Jay. Come on, we could do it. See, if we make it a competition, I'll be way more invested, I think.
There you go.
But no. Just life gets crazy. And we just met last week, right? And if you'd asked me, hey, did I watch anything or read anything? Not really, dude. I just been slammed with work. We are busy, and it's ridiculous that we're busy at this point in the year.
Yeah.
Typically, this is our super slow part of the year. But no, there's no slowdown right now. And mind you, tomorrow could be completely dead. And of course, we got the holidays coming up. So
yeah,
I'll take it while we can get it, kind of thing. It's always good to be busy versus not. I love being busy. It makes for a lot of late nights, though, and a lot of less sleep. But I'll do the sacrifice now for sure.
Yeah,
it's great. It's great while we got it. So
yeah. Well, but I get the unfortunate time twice a year where I have to be on late. And that was actually earlier this week. We had releases, and I'm the smoke tester for these. Mm-hmm. There's 4 of us right now. It's going to be up to 6 to 8 people, so I'm not going to have to do it a whole lot. But whenever they have a release, I have to go on into production and kind of test it and make sure everything's working all right and give the okay on that. And so since we're in Europe and the United States, I have to do one during work for Europe when it's overnight for them, and then 8 o'clock at night for the U.S.
How does it make you feel when I tell you I'm still working at 1 a.m, though? but that's how I am.
Yeah.
I'd rather. I'm a late guy, and now, mind you, I am still up and at work at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
doing it all over again. I'm not that guy. I don't do the whole I'm going to start work at 6 in the morning. That's just because 6 in the morning, kids are still home and they're still getting ready for school, and I can't do it when they're home. I gotta get them when they're out of here. No.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday morning I was on at 6:30 for a release. So
see, yeah, I just can't do that early morning stuff.
Yeah,
and I will never be the guy that wakes up at 4. Now, you might have been up at 4:30 this morning, and I was also up at 4:30 this morning, but that's because I woke up on the couch going, "Oh man, what time is it? Oh crap, it's 4:30. I gotta go to bed."
Yeah,
I had to wake up to go back to sleep.
I've had those nights.
You've had those. Oh, I do it almost every night now.
Yeah.
Man. I just go and I'll be reading. That's the most. I love it. And there's no better feeling on this world than you're reading whatever a book or comic or whatever you're reading. And your eyes are getting real heavy.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, like I get startled awake because the book almost like starts to fall on me. Like I feel the weight
yep.
of the book coming at me. And I was like, huh, what?
I've been hit in the face a time or two. So.
And then all of a sudden, 2 seconds like just conked out, man.
Yep.
But, hey, I'm a big fan of falling asleep in 2 seconds. I love that feeling.
Yeah. That's me almost every night with the book. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's the way to do it, man. It's the way to do it. But all right. But before we get too deep into the weeds, I guess, what are you drinking?
So a few months back, my friend Scott sent me some stuff from DC, so I decided to crack one of these open tonight. Okay. This is a Thick and Thin Brewing Company, Juicy Wizard Hazy IPA. They're out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Okay. 6.8% APV. Solid beer. So 3.5.
A little hard. It hits a little bit harder than your normal lager kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is an IPA, right? So okay.
Yeah.
A thick and thin.
Yes.
Brewing with Juicy Wizard. I was like, man, oh man, what's up?
So on the can, it's got the wizard with the Gandalf beard, but it's hops instead of an actual beard.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, nice. Very, very cool. So, out of 5 pints, how many did you give it?
Probably 3.5.
Okay, middle of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you've had a 5 pinter very recently.
Yeah, nothing I can think of. But we're about to get in the stout season, so I'm going to start cracking some fun stuff. In fact, I would have done it tonight, but it was in the mid 60s today and 70s tomorrow.
I know the weather's playing crazy stuff on us because this weekend's supposed to be super nice again. Oh, it might get to the point you got to turn the AC back on. And I was like, I'm going to turn off the furnace and then go turn the AC back on.
Well, we have a Google thermostat, and you can set it to AC and heating, and it just gives a range. And if it gets down too low, it kicks the heat on. If it gets too high, it kicks the AC on. So we're kind of in that middle period where I have that going.
Nice. Because for a while there, it'd be like, oh my God, it feels like it's like 30 degrees in the house in the morning, but then by the afternoon, the AC's been running for a while, and I can't stand that part of the year. That's rough.
The problem here is, though, Madeline, before she goes to bed, adjusts it, and she turns off the heat. And so in the morning when I get up, it's like 63 degrees in the house. It's so hard to get out of bed.
Right. Yeah. No, I hear you. No, I'm that person. I'm that dad that no one touches my thermostat, and then they're begging for me to turn on the furnace. I was like, we can make it to November. We can make it. And we did not make it this year. It got too cold. The kids were really complaining. Like they're like begging, please. It's so cold in the morning. I was like, fine, all right, it's time. Well, and it's just, man, utilities, man. I'll tell you. I don't know if you're seeing. I'm sure you look at your bill.
Oh yeah,
it's not like utilities are getting cheaper. I'll tell
no.
you that. Holy smokes.
Yeah, well, nothing's getting cheaper, so.
No, it's not. Oh my God, no, it is not. I swear to God, when I watch like I'm a big financial guy on the YouTubes, and I watch a lot of financial like budgeting shows and stuff like that. And people that give like budgets for groceries. I'm like, how do you spend that little?
Yeah.
How? It's impossible to spend that little. And I think a lot of it's my fault because I do a lot of the Costco and Sam's like shopping, and I hit the bulk. But we have to because we go through so much.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, we go over all the time, but our problem is, like, we nickel and dime ourselves. Like, one of the kids will, like, come home, like, stop on the way home from school and grab something from the grocery store. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah, tell me what you need ahead of time. We can plan it out. Yep. Then we don't have to do that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if you avoid the Sam's and the Costco, it's easier to stay within budget, but man, food goes fast. Yeah. It goes fast when you don't get the bulk, and so it's just like, we gotta get the bulk. But I also it's a double-edged sword where when you get the bulk, then they think they can eat more because there's plenty here to go, and I was like, you little bastards.
Yeah,
stop eating so much food. Oh my God.
I know.
That's coming from picky, and they're picky too. They're damn picky, and it's like, geez, they still eat a lot. It's crazy.
They're picky about the good stuff. It's the bad for you stuff that they will sit there and eat nonstop.
Right, exactly. And then of course you're like, "Oh, we'll have nothing but good stuff in the house," and you're like, then you get the Jonesin for like, "I want what I want. I will eat what I want."
Well, that was the nice thing about school before this year was if it was like that, Aaron and I could run out and have a lunch where we could eat bad and the kids wouldn't find out.
Right.
But with Madeline doing dual enrollment for most of her classes, she's usually home by lunchtime.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
No privacy.
No.
Not at all. So, all right. So we got the beer knocked out, and then you said you had one very important topic because do you still have to get going? Like when you get a call?
Yeah, when I get a call, but I think it's going to be around 8. So we got some time.
We got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's make sure we hit on the one thing that you definitely wanted to discuss because you have a conspiracy theory and you put on your tinfoil hat. So let's go.
Oh yes, I was not ready for. Okay, you've been reading the Energon Universe.
I'm not deep enough into it yet.
Okay.
Because in my reading order, and I'm a little out of order because I read Void Rivals too. I'm about halfway through Duke Volume 1.
Okay.
So I've knocked out the first 2 in order, and I'm halfway through this 3rd book and the whole thing. And I will say though, man, Duke is good. It's really good. I'm liking it. It's espionage a little bit, and it's like a political thriller almost is what it's kind of shaping out. It's political thriller mixed in with 80s cartoon.
Yeah,
because you've got the joy of the cool little nicknames, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you got Rock and Roll and Clutch and Baroness is there, and I think we're getting. Am I seeing Cobra Commander? Am I seeing Destro? I can't tell who the outline is of who I'm really looking at. I think it's Destro is who I'm looking at, possibly, maybe. I don't know. But you're getting that. Then you're getting the reason why this is a political thriller is because they're making it sound like he's crazy.
Yep.
But he saw Starscream.
Yes.
I think who that's supposed to be. It's either Jetfire or Starscream.
It was Starscream.
Yeah. And it's a hidden conspiracy amongst the government, which sounds awesome. Which this is super 2025. Like they've modernized it, and I'm looking forward to at some point reading just G.I. Joe Volume 1 and seeing where they're going to take this book because this is fun where it's at so far, and I want it to stay fun. And the problem is I'm not as versed as you are in the G.I. Joe lore. Like when they're talking about the pit, that probably was a toy at some point, I'm guessing.
It wasn't a toy, but in the cartoons and comic book, that was their underground base.
Underground base. Okay, gotcha. So you have that going on, and I'm not as familiar, like the big hitters, if I'm remembering your name wrong, tell me. But in Roadblock, I'm almost remembering that Roadblock's a big player in G.I. Joe. We'll eventually get to Snake Eyes, right? And we'll get to Scarlet at some point, I would assume.
Scarlet has a miniseries that's coming up in your reading order.
Gotcha.
Okay. So before they did the actual G.I. Joe series, they did.
Oh, I do. Yeah, it's right after the special is where she falls in. So yeah, so we're gonna get to the main crew of G.I. Joe, right?
For the most part, yeah.
And so, but I'm curious with a modern take on it, because I guess G.I. Joe books have been out for forever. Like those have not. It's not like they stopped publishing those books, but it's just interesting how they're taking a new modern take at it. I think.
Yeah. Well, see. The unique thing about G.I. Joe is you have this new modern book, and then when Image got the rights, they brought Larry Hama back on, and he's still continuing the series he started with Marvel in the 80s.
Okay.
So, they did the whole Marvel run, went 150 issues, I think, and then when, I don't remember which Image imprint had it for a while, they continued that book. And then when it went to IDW, they continued that book. And now with Image, back at Image, they're continuing it still.
Yeah.
So that's more the classic G.I. Joe that we know from growing up.
Okay.
So I haven't read that book in a very long time, and I did not want to pick it up when they continued it because I was going to be so lost. So
yeah. Yeah, but no, it's fun so far. I like the fact that they're interconnecting it somehow, and it's going to be because that was what was the movie we watched where there was some kind of tease that there's going to be like a G.I. Joe crossover with something.
The last Transformer movie that came out, the Beast Wars one.
Okay, so it was G.I. Joe at the end of it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to remember I just want to make sure I'm remembering correctly, but I don't think I guess that just all fell apart at some point, correct?
I haven't really heard anything. The only thing that they've announced is they're going to do an Energonverse cartoon.
Yeah, correct. Which this is perfect for it. I mean, it's just it's a new take. Now, here's the thing: everything's so nostalgic, right? And it appeals to us as adults. Is there a market out there for kids? Like, don't include yours, because yours is weird because of the fact. I don't say that as an insult. He's weird because he's got you in his ear talking about all this cool stuff, and he likes what you like, which is great, right? So you guys can bond over it. But take a kid that, or a parent that just wasn't into it that much, or not at all. Is there a market for a non-nostalgic kid to get into a cartoon anymore like that? Because there's no more Saturday morning cartoons,
right?
It's not a Disney Plus. It's not going to be on Disney Plus that I'm aware of. It'll probably be on Prime, right? Because that's where Kirkman takes his stuff, right?
That's what I think.
And or it could, I guess, end up AMC. That wouldn't be on an AMC, I guess. That would make no sense. Although that'd be their first cartoon, right?
Probably, but I think it all depends on where the rights are with, like, Hasbro with animated rights.
But I guess here's where I'm going with it. Maybe it'll be controversial the way I'm about to state it.
Mm-hmm.
But with the way that people are about their patriotism at this country at this point in time, it's not a very patriotic country.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe, it's all about being patriotic.
Yeah.
It's all about the American hero, American values. Hell, in Superman, we can't even say in the American way anymore. They don't do that. It's truth, justice, and a better world, or whatever the fuck he says now, right?
Yeah.
And are we going to get to a point where will that become nostalgic and we bring back patriotism, and it's kind of like that? Or is that still faux pas and it's too political, we're too politically divided, it'll never come back, and this is doomed to fail because there won't be enough people that are into that kind of product anymore?
I don't know, but I think this is a little different than the Superman stuff. I think the Superman stuff was more of the marketing for the worldwide.
Okay.
Because that's where they get a lot of money from these days. They're not getting as much from the US like they used to. So, like, to be able to market that movie in China, they've got to kind of distance themselves from the American way aspect of Superman.
Okay, but G.I. Joe, how do you distance yourself from a G.I. Joe standpoint? That's I
don't know.
I don't think you can.
No,
I'm sure you could try to spin it some way, but it just wouldn't be G.I. Joe anymore. Yeah. Now you're just a covert espionage or covert government entity that does black ops, basically.
Or they say they're like NATO or something.
Okay, yeah, I guess you go that route. But I'm just curious. I'm curious how the cartoon will turn out, and will it focus on a G.I. Joe story, or is it all about the shared universe? And that's all that matters.
I think what they're saying right now is Transformers to start out.
Okay.
But then, depending on how successful it is, who knows where it'll go. Okay. And that might be the way to do it, because Transformers still have a market, because they still make movies and they still make different animated features. And
we're going to have to get the Shia LaBeouf reboot, right? Where he comes back at some point, because he'll need money. He'll need money, right? At certain points, all these actors need money, and they're going to go back to the honeypot, right?
Yeah.
And go do what put them on the map to begin with. And Bay, I thought I read somewhere Bay's coming back for another take at it.
Ugh. Well, let's move on from this. We did that.
Well, who else do you want to do? Who else would you want to do one?
I don't know, but like, Star Wars can get people that are fans to make their movies. Marvel is getting people that get their fans to make the movies. Why not find someone that grew up with Star Wars?
Well, I think Marvel's starting to get back to that. There was that whole point where they were going, "Oh, I've never read the comic."
Yeah.
And that's why the TV shows were kind of bombing there for a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see if Marvel resets course. But no, I'm sorry. Again, what is this theory that was it towards the cartoon, or is this more towards just the books, or what do you have in general?
More towards the books, and it's like Transformer Void Rivals. So maybe we hold off until you get kind of, I don't want to say caught up, but as close as you can get to being caught up.
Where would I need to be for that to happen?
I would say maybe at the end of volume 3 of Void Rivals.
Okay. That's not too far off.
No, it's not.
No, that'll be pretty quick, actually.
Yeah.
Because again, like the Scarlet and Destro books, I'm sure that those are probably like 6 issues, I would assume, and that would be nothing once they're done.
Yeah, 5 or 6 issues. If I can't remember.
I'm going to say something that I don't think we talk about much.
Yeah.
And it's a weird little thing to say about a comic book, but Image or Skybound, whichever one I guess gets the credit for the production of the actual physical book, and I don't mean the floppy, I mean the trade, obviously. Whatever paper they're using, I'm gonna compliment them. I'm holding the Duke comic book, and it feels like they put money into this, and it's like a high-end book.
I don't know. Is it a hardcover?
No, okay. It's a paperback too. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the collected editions, but I've seen like the covers of the hardbound ones, and they look nice. And like I'm almost like I wish I would have gotten those instead of the floppies.
Yeah, well, you're keeping up though. You're able to keep up, more current. But as far as it, and plus, I don't. How much shelf space you got left? I don't think.
Oh, I don't have any.
You might have to build something on the back of your property, like a little accessory dwelling that's nothing but your little like a
library annex,
like a tiny home, a library annex of the home of Shea Tierney. Yes, you're gonna have to build something, man. You don't have enough room. Well, I take it back, because if and when your children ever leave your home, you will maybe someday have room. But the problem is with children leaving home, if they don't ever really leave, and they're going to want their room back to stay in when they come to visit you. That's the problem.
And even if they do leave, but I'm gonna get like a shelf back from the bookshelves, and it's all Kaylee's stuff.
Right.
My Stephen King collection's gonna like be cut in half.
Oh man, there you go. But yeah, no, it's just one of those things where I was like, this is a high quality product. They're putting a little bit of money into it, and I appreciate that. And I would be willing to pay $1 or $2 more for something that's a little bit more better made. You know, because some of these floppies you get are just garbage. It's just like it feels like you're reading plastic.
Yeah,
and I don't like that. Yeah, no. So
yeah, but long gone are the days of the paper.
Give me a teaser for what you're thinking, or what was it what sparked this theory that you have? What made you have that? Like, did you finish a floppy, and this is where you kind of had a?
I actually saw it on Reddit.
Okay.
Someone brought up the Headmasters. Do you remember those from the old Transformers?
Where is it the spinning things I was talking to you about, right?
No,
like those are the Quintessons or whatever.
Yeah. The Headmasters were the series of toys where like the head came off and they were little mini cons.
Hold on. Headmaster Transformer toy. Did you have any of these?
No, but I remember them, and they've done a line of them more recently, and Will had a bunch of them.
I'm trying to find LGEX Headmaster set. These are not ringing a bell.
Okay.
Not at all.
So in the Marvel comic, couple Transformers were stuck on an alien planet, and their bodies were lifeless. And so they found a way to bond with them where they would become, and they'd be in like little exosuits where they could turn into the head of the robot and control it. And when the robots got...
That sounds familiar. Well, didn't Spike get into one of those? It's like almost like a war machine?
Kind of like that, but these were different ones that were wired in. Like, they would like hook into the Transformer's head and become the head.
Interesting. I'd have to see it.
Yeah. I think they're setting that up, and I don't want to get too much more into it until you get caught up, so...
Okay. Because I just typed in Headmasters, and Amazon wants me to look at it, and there was a 2021 modern figure in retro packaging, Autobot Headmaster Chrome Dome with Styler, and then you've got
we have that
Decepticon
one.
Headmaster Mindwipe with Vorath, and then Weird Wolf with a Monox.
Yeah, so
I didn't pronounce that right. Monsko. I can't pronounce any of these. Jesus. But okay. So interesting.
In the original comic, when they did that, Chrome Dome was one of them, and that's actually one Will has, one of his favorite ones, actually.
Let me see it. Does he still have the package?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, Chrome Dome with Styler in the package right now, $87.
Is that the modern one or the
2021 modern figure in retro packaging? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the one he had.
Wouldn't it be nice to be our age, but be able to go back to the 80s and go get all the toys we wanted because we could actually afford them?
Well, I sent Will an advertisement from like the Sears catalog or something. See, I've got it on my phone here, but the prices of these, and I'm just like, holy cow, these are unreal.
Probably like $3, $2 for a Transformer, something like that. Maybe $5 at the most.
G.I. Joe figures were $2.99.
Just for one figure?
Yep.
Man. Interesting.
Yeah, I want to find it because it had some of the vehicles in like the Pterodome. You remember in G.I. Joe, or is that what it was called? The Cobra base? Yeah, the Pterodome. The round base that they had.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was huge. $59.99.
Oh my god! Today that'd probably be like $5,000 today. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It'd be at least easily $1,000 toy today. Is probably what it would be.
So G.I. Joe figures were $2.99 each.
Wow!
You remember the?
All I remember is your big aircraft carrier. That was the crown jewel of it all.
We didn't have that. I was supposed to get that, but my brother.
I thought you had that. No, you did have that.
Nope.
You had something big. What did you have?
There was a giant rolling base that was brown. It like opened up into 3 levels.
Aircraft, or not even an aircraft carrier. Was it an aircraft carrier? It was something huge. I'm telling you, and you had airplanes on it. I could have swore.
No.
Or is this just me dreaming that you guys had it?
It might have been you dreaming.
I don't know. I could have swore you had it.
So like the Cobra Night Raven, it was like the Blackbird that had the little jet that hooked onto it.
Okay.
$22. Metroplex, the Transformer base, $34.99.
Wow.
Ultra Magnus.
But back then, that's really expensive back then.
I know, but like showing this to a kid today, Ultra Magnus was $22.99.
Oh my god,
that's like a $60 figure now.
Oh yeah.
Galvatron $24.99.
Unreal, man.
Yeah.
You would think they'd repopulate these but make them where they're a little bit more affordable, I guess. Maybe they have, but still, I guess it's just not the same. Because a lot of those, I mean, the original, it was metal. A lot of them weren't always plastic. There's a lot of metal toys too.
Yeah.
Man, you could never get that metal nowadays. There's no way they'd make it.
No.
Or you would. They'd be a true collector's item though.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Transformers Japanese Collection, Headmasters, the Japanese collection. I don't even know what that is. It looks like it'd be a book. Oh, what's the guy's name? What was the? I'm looking at one toy here, Jay. It's the one where he'd pound the ground. What was that guy's name?
Is it Rumble of Frenzy?
Rumble, I think you're right. No, I think it was Rumble is what it was.
Yeah, the little tapes. All
these old toys.
Yeah.
So okay, we'll come back to it when I've gotten a little bit closer, I guess.
So,
I'm enjoying it.
You did text me about Void Rivals, and you didn't know if you were going to hang on. Is it getting to a point where you want to keep going?
Well, Void Rivals, I haven't. I mean, again, I'm out of order because I didn't read it so I read Void Rivals, Transformers, and I skipped ahead to Void Rivals 2. Yeah. And that's when I made that phone call to you about going, I'm just confused. I'm confused about where things are going. I don't understand. And I think you're just telling me, hang in there. Just keep hanging in there because eventually it'll all come to light and this will all start making a little bit more sense. And that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'm not giving up on Void Rivals. I'm not giving up on the universe by any means because I'm just dipping my toe into it, really, to be honest. So no, I'm gonna keep going. The Transform. I don't know if I'd said this or not last time because I don't know if we talked about our books last time, but
no, we didn't.
In regards to Transformers Volume 1, which again is by your boy Warren Daniel Johnson, right?
Daniel Warren Johnson.
Warren Johnson. I flipped the names. Daniel Warren Johnson. He wasn't doing the artwork, which was a plus for me because I'm not a fan of his artwork. I'm not. But reading Transformers 1 made me want to read Powerbomb that much more.
Yeah.
Because the fact I got to live, Jay, long enough. I'm in a world where I lived long enough to watch a Transformer suplex another Transformer.
Oh yeah.
That was incredible. That's the whole reason to buy the whole trade. It's just for that action sequence. It was incredible. So who would think to even write something like that and then to actually draw it? It was awesome.
So to continue,
I'm really enjoying that part.
To continue from the tangents last week, Daniel Warren Johnson did the Absolute Batman annual that came out like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And in it, Batman does Kenny Omega's One-Winged Angel.
That's hilarious.
Someone
he's a wrestling fan.
He's a huge wrestling fan. Yeah. He's a huge Transformer fan. That's why he wanted to do this book. But the image of Batman went on Twitter, and Kenny Omega replied to it and said, "I am Batman."
That's great.
Yeah.
No, that's great. That's awesome. That's really good. But yeah, no, I'm into the universe. I'm just. It takes me a lot because I'm also I'm reading something else simultaneously. I never read just one thing at a time. It seems.
Yeah.
And it's a book. It's a horror book, and we'll talk about it, I guess, when we get to the homework section of it. Unless we need to dip into that now, but. No, I'm down with it. I'm behind, and I gotta get caught up. And it won't take long. This is at least this isn't a Green Lantern try to catch up.
Yeah.
Because then after this though, I gotta jump ship from this, and I gotta get back over to Batman. I'm so far behind on Batman now.
Yeah.
Or I gotta switch over to Spider-Man. I'm even further behind on that. That's gonna take an undertaking, to be honest. But luckily, I got a lot of time off coming up where I'm gonna. Hopefully, I gotta get my orders into the library soon, so I can pick it all up and have it all ready to go.
Yeah, well, like I told you with the floppies of reading these, it seems like it takes about 2 minutes to read them, and then I'm like, that's it. Mm-hmm. So these are definitely made for trades, but I can't imagine they take too terribly long to read if it's a standard like 6-issue trade.
Yeah, no, it'll be easy to get crushed, and that's what I appreciate about the Kirkman books. He keeps them where they're tightly written, and you can get through them quick. They're accessed easy. You don't have to struggle to get through the book.
Right.
It's entertainment. He's not there to challenge you very much, but it doesn't mean that it's an unintelligent book by any means.
Right.
Especially with Void Rivals. Like I was like, this is not what I was expecting from a Kirkman book. It just wasn't. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just he evolved for this particular story.
He's versatile.
Yeah, I'll give you that for sure. Yeah. So, but yeah, no. Did you have any other topics you want to hit on?
Yeah. Again, continuing from last week. A couple weeks ago at New York Comic Con, DC announced their next big thing. So it's called DC Next Level. They said it's a.
Well, that's not KO. That's not KO then.
No.
So this is good.
I believe this is coming after KO's done. It's a new jumping on point. It said it's not tied to continuity, but it's not like absolute where it's like a completely separate universe. And they went to creators asking what they wanted to work on. So they only announced 3 books with creative teams. Greg Rucka is going back to Batwoman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is he going now? Here's the question: is he going back with Jonathan Williams the third or whatever his name is? If I remember correctly,
he's going with Dani. I don't know who
did the artwork.
Yeah, I don't. Dani is what I see, but I don't know who Dani is. Josh Williamson is going to do a Legion book, and then I'm seeing that here. I pulled up something. Because I'm looking at Barbara Gordon Breakout, the Demon. That looks interesting. That bat symbol looks pretty cool, whatever that is. But go ahead, keep going. Yeah. And then Skottie Young and Jorge Corona, current artist on Transformers that you're reading. They're doing Lobo.
Nice. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. They announced that some of the other books are going to be Zatanna, a Deathstroke book that's going to focus on him being an assassin.
Okay.
Firestorm, Shadow the Bat, The Demon, but as a horror book. Mm-hmm. And then Barbara Gordon Breakout. And some of the creative people that they're bringing in are Mariko Tamaki, Dennis Camps, James Harren, Jeff Lemire, Tony Fleecs, and Jamal Campbell.
Do any of these really spark your interest?
I mean, another Batman book with Shadow the Bat, I might check out. Depending on who's doing Deathstroke, I'd probably be interested in that too. Maybe Lobo.
Lobo could be interesting.
Yeah,
it could be. And what I'm reading here is the demon is Etrigan, so that's, Let's see.
Man, if that's,
I will say this: Batwoman is a book that just does it's a beautiful book.
Yeah,
it's always usually beautifully drawn, and she's an interesting enough character. But if you're like, can I take it or leave it? I can leave it. It's not going to bother me that I didn't read it. I just just not one of my favorite. Like now, if you were to tell me I would get a Batgirl book and maybe like a Cassandra Cain book,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool to get, a solo book for her, or bring in another Stephanie Brown book. I like Stephanie.
Yeah. So
But
I do want to go back and read Batwoman Eulogy by Rucka,
okay.
because it's supposed to be amazing. Madeline's got the hardcover copy of it, and she loved it. So I just need to sit down and read it.
Yeah. Hold on, wait, make sure I read that. If Firestorm doesn't do much for me.
No.
Zatanna's never been a book I thought that really needed a solo book. She's a great supporting character, but I just don't think she's interesting enough of a character. And just me personally, I'm sure she's loved by plenty of people, and they're probably really excited about it. But I guess it's always fun to make sure when creators are doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's not really tied into anything. Like they're not. I don't know if there's a prerogative or there's a end goal to say, hey, you each get to do what you want, but you need to. Then at some point we need to get this where we can do a big, huge crossover.
Yeah.
Or event. And I'm curious if that's what next level is. There's no event or crossover in sight, because maybe they're listening to fans, and fans like, we enjoy a good crossover now, but man, there was so many sometimes, and to have to buy like 50 to 100 books to try to read the whole event,
and then it's like back
it's just
to
not
back
affordable
to back
to do that.
Yeah,
Exactly. Instead of making it where you build up to the event, you know what I mean? And there's an event happening in Batman, there's an event happening in Superman, there's an event happening, and then all of a sudden, then we have to have the big event between all the, it's like, good God, you can't keep up with all that.
Yeah.
But no, just another thing. I mean, DC's they're killing it. They really are. I think they really are.
So would you rethink a Zatanna book or a Demon book if like Jeff Lemire's on them and makes it very horror centric? Like, I can't think of the one I read that he did. But he's done a lot of good horror
what
stuff.
You mean like something's killing the children? Like, no, I'm sorry, not 10 years. Not 10
yeah,
years.
that's Tinian.
You said Lemire. What did Lemire do from a horror book standpoint?
With Andrea Sorrentino.
Jeff Lemire horror book. Type it in right now. Gideon Falls? No.
Yes, Gideon Falls.
I haven't read it.
Okay,
I have not read it, so I need to.
It's dark supernatural book, and it was really good.
Let's see. Family Tree, Jeff Lemire's worst comic series. Have you heard of Family Tree?
Yeah, I did not enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What the heck? I don't like that you say you didn't like it, because I like the fact that I like everything he writes.
That's probably
it's
the
nice
only.
to have one writer that you always like what he does.
That's probably the only thing I've read of his that I didn't care for.
Actually, no. I mean, Snow Angels didn't really capture my attention. It's not that it was bad. It just wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't doing anything for me, But maybe it got better. It just didn't capture me like he usually does, where he kind of pulls you in right away.
Yeah.
But out of this whole announcement, I don't know anything about what Shadow of the Bat. What's it about? Who's the creative team on that? I didn't see that.
Yeah, they haven't announced any of that.
Okay, so we don't know who the creative team is. Don't even have a clue what it's about. Now, if it's like Shadow of the Bat, so that means someone in. Is it? I'm playing into it right now, or just kind of. Is it about trying to get out of the Shadow of the Bat, where this is a Dick book, where he's like, they're going to go backwards in time, and this is about the time in their story where he's going to leave and go out to become Nightwing? Or is it a fast forward book where Damian's going to try to take over the mantle? What do we have here? I don't know what we're really dealing with. But out of all the titles that kind of piqued my interest, Barbara Gordon Breakout sounds pretty cool. What the heck's that all about?
Yeah.
Is there any information on that?
No, they didn't release any information. The only 3 books that we even know creative teams are the Batwoman, Legion, and Lobo.
Okay.
I will say I'm curious about the Dennis Camp book. His stuff is very hit or miss with me, but when he hits, he hits. He's doing the Ultimates right now, which is awesome. He's doing Absolute Martian Manhunter, which is weird. You're not going to like it if you ever get to it. And then he's doing Assorted Crisis Event at Image, which I almost dropped after the first 2 issues, but then issues 3 and 4 were 2 of the best books I've read this year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm super curious, and I'm reading here. The rumor is that it'd be Lemire on Deathstroke.
Interesting.
And something that says the Demon with James Harren.
Yeah, he did Ultra Mega, that kaiju book I read.
Okay. Campbell doing Zatanna.
Okay.
What this one says here.
Yeah. No, I don't care for that.
Some guys going, better buy up those books, Firestorm, Barbara Gordon fans. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's some real Barbara Gordon shits, it's on my poll. We don't talk about Burnside. We don't talk about Burnside. Okay, so I guess Shadow of the Bat was an anthology series. Is this his name? Isn't this the name of the story?
I know the original Shadow of the Bat series was just another Batman run. Alan Grant, I think, wrote the first, at least arc. I mean, that introduced Victor Zaz, the original Shadow of the Bat series.
My guess is Mariko Tamaki on Shadow of the Bat. See, there's just not enough here to go off of. I think this is just a lot of speculation.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a lot of like, this is what I want it to be, I think.
Yeah.
It says with Jamal Campbell being announced as a creator, this almost has to be more for Zatanna, right? Blah 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 blah
blah. Yeah. I'm curious to see what they do, but I kind of wish Marvel would do stuff like this too, where it's like you don't have to read 13 other books to understand what's going on in this one,
right?
Yep. Or you don't have to know like the full history of the character to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
so. But the other thing
that is the next big thing. I hear you. Okay.
But Scott Snyder also announced that he's doing Absolute Batman at least for 35 issues. So that's about 2 more years.
Okay. Well, that's good. And that's always good to have like long continuity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something we didn't this time. I'm going to completely go tangent off you and go squirrel. Bendis heading back to Marvel.
Yes.
That's something. That's a headline I read. Was that a legit headline or is that more rumor?
It's legit. He's going back for issue, was it 700 of Avengers?
Yes, Claim Writer is returning to Marvel, beginning with a 14-page backup story in Avengers 800. Is what 800. It says here, reports IGN on this YouTube video. He will be reuniting with artist Mark Bagley, which is those two as a team is always great.
Yeah.
For a story featuring Cap, Iron Man, and Thor facing a Hydra super weapon. Bendis mentioned that this is the first of truly special Marvel projects he will be involved with. Are we going to have a Bendis-sance or something like that, if you want to say it that way? Is he going to come back and come back strong? Because I'll tell you this. Tell me the last time you got excited for a Bendis book, and what did he do well over at DC that you were excited about?
I didn't read his Batman book. I do want to go back and read that. I heard it's okay. So,
okay.
I didn't read any of his DC stuff. In fact, I haven't read Hey.
We're talking about Batman.
Ooh, Batman.
Nice. Who's your favorite Batman? Which one's your favorite?
Regular Batman.
Oh, I thought you said Lego Batman's your favorite.
Regular.
All right, go. What?
I like Robin. Which Robin is your favorite?
Which Robin? Damien's the best Robin. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yes, Dick Grayson is a great Robin, but he's better as a Nightwing.
Yes, he is.
Well, I don't know. Oh, you're going nerd on me? You're nerding out? Well, actually.
She needs to read more Batman stuff.
Everyone needs to read more Batman stuff at all times, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So yeah, no, I'm interested. I guess he was needing to rejuvenate his career, I guess, because I guess it was an interesting. It was interesting when he left, because that was a big deal, because he was on his run with with Ultimate Spider-Man for so long.
Yeah,
and also had some pretty epic runs on Avengers.
But
it's just his and I will say this: creator owned. I couldn't tell you the last creator book he's done that I would be interested in. I don't even know if he is. he was the hottest product on. He was the guy.
He was
the Marvel guy, and then I guess he needed to try to just do something a little bit different. But here we are going. When's the last time you got excited about a Bendis book?
Well, and I think we've talked about this with Jason Aaron, but like the more high profile stuff he got, the more out there his stories got, and they just kind of lost like the charm of what he could do. And I always felt like he was the best at like street level characters. Mm-hmm. So like his Daredevil run was it's like the pinnacle of the character.
Epic. Oh, for sure, absolutely. So maybe a return to Daredevil would be great for him.
Yeah.
It's funny though that they're only letting him do a backup story. I wonder what that's all about.
Well, I wonder if it's some kind of like giant size issue where they have all kinds of people writing stories.
Yeah, and then I guess was he on contract with DC and the contract was over and they just didn't renew, or was he never on contract and it was just one of those open-ended things where they'd say, hey, you get to play in the sandbox, we'll pay you to write a book whenever you're ready to write a book, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm curious what kind of deal he had with DC.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm going to assume it ended and they both parted ways. Because I'm assuming DC was like, you weren't selling books. I don't think he moved product for them.
No, and apparently they had a couple of his books that were coming out in collected editions that they pulled out of the solicitations.
Interesting.
Yeah, which happened right around the time the Marvel announcement came out.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I guess some guy. I mean, here's the thing. Do you think we'll ever see Snyder come on over and do some Marvel stuff? I mean, you would think so at some point.
I think at some point
can only write so many. They can only write so many stories for these characters, and then you got to just try to get your creative flow going again, right? And you got to challenge yourself with that.
I mean, Jeff Johns went to Marvel. He did an Avengers run. It was nothing special. But then he went right back to DC. And
okay, now tell me, when's the last time you got excited about Jeff Johns' book now?
We're reading Rook Exodus and really enjoying it.
Okay.
But he's doing his creator-owned stuff.
His imprint stuff. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I agree. His DC stuff hasn't really been doing it, and his name was a little bit tarnished with all the DCEU stuff with the Snyderverse.
Yep. So. Okay. No, that's interesting. Very interesting. It's just. Some guys you just think when you think that they're they're lifers. Like I don't think we will ever see Jim Lee go back over to Marvel.
No, probably not. He's too high up there. But it
would be nice to see him do an X-Men book one more time. Yeah,
and maybe by the end of his career he will. Like I didn't think we'd ever
freedom. Like when he steps down to not have so much to do there,
right?
Which it's I like guys like McFarlane or Jim Lee, where you go, hey, just come back to draw one more time.
Yeah,
we just want to see you draw one more time. Just one more, give us one more run. If
don't
you could.
Don't leave us on Hush
just to see it, right? Oh, for sure, don't leave us on that. But again. I haven't finished it. I haven't read it, but I'm going to tell you that artwork was probably spot on, man.
Oh yeah,
your complaint could not have been about the artwork.
No, it was not.
Yeah, no. He never. I can't name one book that Jim Lee has drawn, or I just can't. I can't think of one. I just cannot think of one book that would be like that. His work was not that great in it. It's always great.
Oh yeah. I mean, even his early stuff. Yeah. But
hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
And a lot of videos I see. Blue Marvel is brought up a lot nowadays.
Yeah.
Where from all of a sudden to become like one of the most powerful characters and like everyone's just saying Blue Marvel's ass. Give me the rundown of this guy, because are you reading anything with him in it?
I have not. I read a little bit of the Ultimate series after Secret Wars where he was introduced as part of that team.
Okay.
I think he's kind of like that Sentry character that they say has been in the Marvel Universe, but everyone forgot about him. I don't know much about him.
Okay, because I just see a lot of him nowadays, and on a lot of videos, like either on Instagram or just quick reels, and people just always like when you do like battle royale or something like that, they're just saying he's the powerhouse. Like him and Thor are unstoppable, and a lot of people, is Hulk. Is Hulk really strong? Is Thor the strongest? And then they go, "What about Blue Marvel? Blue Marvel might be." And I was like, "Where did this guy come from? I've been reading comics for a long, long time. I've never heard of this guy ever."
Yeah,
and all of a sudden now he's the strongest guy.
He's a newer character. He's kind of like the strength of Thor with the brain of Reed Richards.
Oh, that's what they. Okay. All right. Interesting. And does he have a solo book?
I don't. I think he's had a mini series or two, but I think he's just kind of shown up at other places.
Okay. All right. No, I was just curious because that's the guy. That's a guy I see all the time. Because I pulled up an article on CBR where it says the strongest Marvel characters of all time ranked. And then it depends. It also depends on the writer. Obviously, writer always gets to determine how strong or powerful a character is.
Yeah,
because some writers will say that Spider-Man is one of the strongest characters, and then others go, no, he's not that strong. He's not strong at all. I'm like, wait, what is it? Which is it? A little bit of consistency would be nice.
Yeah. So he was created in 2008.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. Did not know. Let's see. Okay, so here. I'm just going to read through these bottom ones really fast that I've seen here. So most powerful characters ready from Marvel.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Smasher, I guess. Isabel Izzy Kane.
Yeah.
Shaker, Imperial Guard, Sasquatch, Phyla Vel.
Yeah.
Rhino, Hulkling, Deathlock, Scar. What Scar is low. He's number 33. I thought Scar would be way higher.
Yeah.
Brian Braddock.
Okay.
Super Skrull, Ultron. Which that's kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Titania. Ronan the Accuser. Pretty low. I don't know if that's low or not. 28. Kind of middle of the pack, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't think War Machine or Iron Man should count for as a strong character. That's the robotics is what's strong, not them.
I mean, Ultron's right there with him, though. So
yeah. And then they got Iron Man mixed in right there with those three. Nimrod is interesting. That's interesting. Abomination seems low at 23.
Yeah, for a Hulk-like character.
Nova. I don't know the character Nova well enough to know like the Nova Force. Like, I don't know how that all works. So let's see. Red Hulk at 20 seems low.
Yeah.
Juggernaut at 19 is an insult to Juggernaut.
Yeah.
I don't think Venom should be that high. Venom's at 18. I don't know Beta Ray Bill well enough, but I would think that's low at 17.
Yeah, for a Thor-like character.
Yeah. She-Hulk. And then Colossus. Colossus at 15 seems okay.
Yeah,
Rogue
but if you have
14.
him there, you have to have Juggernaut right with him, at least.
Yeah, but they got Rogue ahead of them. I'm like, what? I know she can absorb powers, but come on, really? That's not what she's mostly known for.
Yeah, but if they have Captain
goodness.
Marvel higher than Rogue, that makes sense because Rogue's whole power set is Captain Marvel's.
Yeah, well, Captain Marvel's 11.
Yeah.
Gladiator's 10. So here we go, top 10. Gladiator, Namor makes sense. Hercules, that makes sense. Hyperion, which nobody really... Who talks about Hyperion anymore, but that's awesome because he's just the Superman of Marvel.
Right.
Thanos at 6. Silver Surfer at 5. I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And then here you go. Blue Marvel, number 4. I just don't know this guy.
Yeah.
Hulk at 3. Sentry 2. Thor at 1. That's an insult to Hulk. I'm sorry. Hulk should be the number 1. That was the whole point of Hulk, was to always be the strongest. He's the strongest there is.
And the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets.
Yeah, no, I think that's an insult. I get where they hype up Thor a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Thor... I'm not reading Thor religiously at all, mind you. I can't remember the last time I read a Thor book, but I know that they've been kind of amping him up more and more as far as his power set.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, no. He's not, and I get that he's supposed to be a god, but no. That's what makes Hulk so interesting, because he's not a god. You would expect a god to be really strong. It'd be weird if he wasn't. But that's his whole point, is to be the strongest. So I don't know if I like that list. I get Sentry being where he's at, because again, he was supposed to... Hyperion and Sentry are both just Superman clones. At least that's what they were trying to do.
For the most part, yeah.
Anybody on this list that was super low that you think should be higher?
I definitely think Juggernaut should be higher.
Juggernaut should definitely be higher. Absolutely. Red Hulk, you kind of... I think you'd bump him a little bit just because you think so. Abomination,
I mean, the whole Hulk family should be higher, probably. She-Hulk would probably be up a little higher, too.
Yeah, I agree.
because I would put Scar. Yeah, like you said, Hulk family just goes a little bit higher. Hulkling, obviously, he goes higher. He's part of the Hulk family.
He's not really though, because he's.
Is there anyone that was not on the list that you think that should have been, as far as one of the strongest characters?
I don't know. I don't think I'd go higher in Hulkling though, because he's actually just a Skrull instead of part of the Hulk family.
I thought his whole point was that he was a Hulk, the Young Avengers Hulk.
That's how they framed him in the comic, but yeah, he's actually a Skrull Kree mixture.
Ay caramba.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to rack my brain thinking of who else. I mean, Luke Cage. I don't know if you put him anywhere on that list. Is he strong enough, or is he just too street level?
Yeah, I don't know. You'd think he'd be back into the list, though.
Yeah. Who else? I'm trying to think. I think they got. I mean, the Iron Man family stuff. I mean,
yeah.
Did you put Ant-Man? Did you put Ant-Man on that because of the on a scale factor? The strength of an ant at that small of a size.
But it's not like he's Spider-Man where he has the power of the ants. He can just communicate with them.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he gets up into Giant Man territory, I mean,
true.
Proportionally, he's stronger than probably anybody.
There's got to be someone in the X-Men universe that we're missing here.
I'm trying to think. Like, there's like Rockslide, but I mean, he's not really known like Juggernaut or Colossus.
No. Okay. No, that was cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Okay. All right. Well, here, let's do this. Let's flip on over. I'm sure you got about 8,000 books that you read since we last spoke. Let's go ahead and let's hit on. Now, are these all real like books or are these comic books?
Actually, it's more books than comic books. I do have a couple movies as well.
Do your movies first.
All right.
Do your movies first.
There's only one new movie and then 3 rewatches. So,
okay.
We watched Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh, we did too. I did watch a new movie. I forgot we watched that.
Yeah.
I liked it actually. I forgot about it, but I did like it. No, I'm sorry. I'm bogarting.
Yeah.
No. What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Jurassic Park 1, but
no, it's not. No.
I mean, I can't compare it to those other Jurassic World movies because I've only seen the first one.
Oh, you have? Okay. Well, Jurassic World, the first Jurassic World I like a lot. The second one's okay.
Yeah. It's
okay. And the third one was bad. Even with the nostalgia of bringing back the guys from the first Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
No, it was just not good. But this one, for getting shit on as much as it did, it wasn't bad at all. It was fun. I had fun with it.
Yeah, I did too.
I had a really good time with it. My biggest complaint was they really didn't give you enough background unless I just missed it because I was distracted with something else. I know they were a mutation of dinosaurs where they're like, I think one of them was obviously a cross hybrid of like a T-Rex a raptor and a pterodactyl. I think it was one of them. And so, but they didn't really tell you that. You kind of had to guess at it a little bit.
I think
at the beginning.
I think it was mentioned early on, but didn't one of the last Jurassic World movies do that too? They had established that they were starting to kind of mutate.
They were dipping their toe into it. It was bigger and badder and meaner, and they would take a Velociraptor and mix it with something else. Yeah. But this one was a little bit more. What was it? It looked like almost like a beluga whale. Was one of the dinosaurs what it looked like.
Yeah.
And then at the very beginning, it looked like Alien.
Yeah.
They made it look exactly like Alien. I don't care what anyone says. I was like, that is an Alien shot right there. It was a xenomorph.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But it was entertaining enough. I don't know why people crapped on it so much. I'm like, what are you expecting? Was that the 7th movie in the franchise?
Yeah. Maybe that's how we get to xenomorphs. Aliens Earth is going to reveal that.
Oh, a crossover?
Yeah.
Oh, a crossover between Alien, Predator, and Jurassic Park. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Man. No, that was good. I like that one. That was a good call. That was a good movie.
Yeah. So along those lines, Will wants to see Predator Badland. We didn't make it to the theater, but I showed him Predator Killer of Killers.
So good.
It is so good.
I love that movie.
And so he was like, I want to watch the other one. So the next night we watched the original Predator.
Nice. And then I've been reading, and with the release of Badlands, there was a lot of people putting out their list of which, ranking your favorite Predator movies.
Yeah.
At least people were respectful enough to continue to put the original Predator at the top, where I think it belongs. I think it's still the best Predator movie. But I would shock you with, I don't know if I'll shock you, but I will say that Killer Killers is my second favorite.
Yeah. I'm probably the same. And I have Prey at 3.
Yeah, I get you. I'd probably end up at the same. But I haven't seen Badlands, so maybe that'll change my mind. Although Badlands, I've been reading some bad reviews on it.
Really?
Just because they were going with what makes Predator so badass is the fact that that's all they're about. It's about hunting and killing, and it's awesome action. Apparently, in this one, they get a little bit preachy in it, where they're just like it's more emo. It's like an emo Predator or something like that. And when I read, I was like, I'm sure it's just some stupid one person saying something about it that I caught online somewhere.
Yeah,
but it did give me pause, and I go, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not gonna go to the theater, but I'm still gonna. It's not gonna deter me from it, and I might end up really liking it. But I hope that's not where they went, because they let. It's the same guy that did Prey, Killer Killers. This is his third go at it.
Yeah, Dan Trachtenberg.
Please don't tell me you lost. Don't lose what Predator is.
Yeah,
don't lose that. So I don't know, man.
The only thing I can say about the original Predator is those effects are very dated.
Oh, for sure. Why wouldn't they be? But still awesome. Come on, it's Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
It's peak Arnold.
Oh yeah. All I've heard since then is get to the chopper.
What, he's not dropping? Is he not coming in saying "What's up, Dad?" and giving you the, Dylan and and Arnold high five, grasping? You guys are flexing your biceps. Come on.
But he saw that and he goes, "Oh, that's where the meme comes from."
That's great, Dylan. You son of a bitch. Got you pushing papers. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, and then what is he not saying? Does he have time to bleed? Ask him if he's got time to bleed. Ain't got time.
When I pick him up tonight, I'll ask him that.
Oh man, that's great.
Then I was down in the basement by myself after watching Predator, and I threw it on Friday.
Oh, nice, very nice. Now, did he watch it with you?
No, it was just me.
Oh. I mean, you let him watch anything. I mean, you guys go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll find it as fun as we do.
No, he probably won't. But man, it holds up. It's still funny as it was.
Of course it holds up.
Yeah.
Jay, all 3 Fridays hold up. They are great movies. That is in the running of, how people go, man, you can't get a trilogy where all 3 movies are good. I will argue that all 3 are good. Now, mind you, the third is the weakest of the 3. But the second is a strong sequel. Come on, you got you get Day in the second one.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you don't have Smokey, so there's that trade-off.
You get a trade, but Day's funny as shit too.
Yeah,
I like
he
both.
is.
Smokey's Smokey. It'd be great to see. He'll never reprise that role, but
no, he won't.
It'd be great to see it.
Yeah.
It would be so fun, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, good choice. Well done.
Yeah. All right, so then I'll fly through these books. First one was Fahrenheit 182.
Hold up. That sounds interesting, because that's got to be playing on Fahrenheit 490. What is it? Fahrenheit 491, 81, whatever.
I'm drawing a blank on what it is. 481.
Fahrenheit 451.
451. Yeah. No.
Is this a take on that?
No, it's Mark Hoppus from Blink-182's biography.
Oh God! You had me all hyped up. You had me hyped up for something that'd be kind of cool. All right.
It was really cool.
Oh, stop it! It's Mark Hoppus. It's just you like music books for some reason.
I do.
Those books never do much for me, man. Except for the one that Bobby had me read, which was great because it was total chaos. It was The Dirt or whatever it was. Is the Motley Crue book?
Oh yeah. I never did read that one. No.
You never did read that?
No, I need to.
Oh, you have to. You have to read that one. It's so crazy. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
But this one goes into like the breakup, the issues he had with Tom.
Oh, okay.
That his cancer diagnosis and how they got back together and.
Okay, well, this might be damn okay.
Yeah,
that's an interesting enough story to want to put some time into it. So okay, I'll give you that. Okay.
Yeah, and like him having imposter syndrome, feeling like they're the biggest band in the world, but like he doesn't feel that way, and he feels like it's just gonna be taken from him at any moment.
They, well, let's see, a '90s band. So we're talking over a 30-year run. A 30-year run in the business ain't bad.
Yeah,
He could be taken away, and he's still probably. I hope he'd be okay for the rest of his life.
I think
after a 30 run at it.
Yeah, and after like the cancer stuff, like I think he truly appreciates what he has, and the part that killed me was like when he found out about the cancer, like he told a few people, and then it got leaked to the media. But like that day, he got a text from Tom. They hadn't talked in 3 years.
Oh wow!
And he hadn't heard, and so he told him, and then he's like, "I got my best friend back."
Nice,
and
that's awesome.
Yeah. So
did this book make you cry? Is what I'm going to ask you.
It was close, and then like,
ooh, whoa, nice. All right, I like it.
I finished it right before we saw him in concert. Okay. And so like I was telling Erin about it, and like she's getting choked up hearing the whole thing too, like them breaking up and him saying he's got his best friend back and all that. So
yeah,
but good book. I recommend it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I still want to hold out for my sequel or follow-up book to Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I hit everything else is pretty much sci-fi and fantasy. I read The Devils by Joe Abercrombie.
Yes. I switched over to phone, Jay. That's all. Phones are just computers, but smaller.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
I can see you now too.
I know, crazy, right?
Yeah. All right.
I always think they always get shocked when I tell them a phone's a computer.
Yeah.
It's just a computer in your pocket, dude.
They don't understand that.
Okay. So. But anyway, I'm sorry. So, yes, Joe, that's considered sci-fi?
Well, it's fantasy.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. I thought that was more along the lines of fantasy.
Yeah. So it's a group of misfits that are condemned by the church that are supposed to help get the exiled empress back to her throne.
I've seen this book cover so many times on so many different people's, like, this is the best fantasy book, read this if you want a good one.
Yeah.
The other one is, did you read The Blade itself?
Yes, I did. That was the next book I was getting to.
That's the one, I think that's his most famous one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So The Devils was his most recent one, and it sounds like it might be a series, but right now it's a standalone book, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
From what I can tell, is The Blade itself is almost a 4-book series, maybe? Because these covers all look the same.
There's a trilogy, and then he did 3 additional books in that world.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So
how fast did you get through it?
The Devils took me a while. I got it from the library, and because it was in demand.
Is it slow paced?
A little bit, and it took me a little bit to really get into it. And the fact it was a highly sought after book from my library, so I couldn't keep it out for a long time. So I had to read it over 2 different checkout periods.
I'm going to read the synopsis here real quick. A disgraced monk, Brother Diaz, who's led a team of monsters and criminals on a quest to place a thief on the throne of Troy to avert an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Alternate Europe, where cannibalistic elven invasion is imminent. Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, like it takes
where creatures like vampires and werewolves coexist.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And, like they're all prisoners of the church, and they use them they have a magic spell on them, so
when
they
you're
can't.
Saying the church, am I supposed to be thinking Catholic Church?
A version of the Catholic Church. So this is set in Europe, but it's like alternate history, and like the Pope is a female, and Christ was a female.
Okay, because it says setting. The book is set in a dark alternate history version of Europe, where classical cities like Troy exist alongside the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
which has a female savior and a female leadership in some. Okay, so that's an interesting little take there.
It is.
Okay.
And the Pope can put a magical binding on these creatures so they can't act down against and try to escape.
Okay. So which one did you enjoy more, this one or Blade itself?
I enjoyed The Blade itself better. And from everything I read, it's the weakest of the trilogy because it's just setup.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. There weren't mystical characters like vampires and werewolves and stuff, but One of your main characters, Logan Ninefingers, is like a Conan the Barbarian type.
I just read that. Logan Ninefingers. What a great name for a guy. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the Blade itself a lot better. I was reading it digitally, and about 100 pages into it, I'm like, I like this a lot. I just bought the trilogy.
Okay, well, because it's Blade itself, I'm going to assume the next one is Before They Are Hanged, and then Last Argument of Kings.
Yeah.
But it would look like A Little Hatred and The Wisdom of Crowds they made the covers look like they'd be part of that whole set.
Yeah. Like I said, I think there's 6 books in the series, but like the main trilogy is the Blade itself and the other two.
Trouble with Peace, but yeah, the trilogy is called the Age of Madness trilogy.
Yeah. Oh. So here I'm pulling up Goodreads to look at
because then they have something called, I can't even read this one. It says something, I can't read it. Then you have Wisdom of Crowds, the Trouble. Oh yeah, A Little Hatred, the Trouble with Peace, and the Wisdom of Crowds is the next 3 that come after that is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's an author that you're really into right now then?
Yeah, and it's actually gotten me into some other, like looking at some other fantasy books that I'm going to start
You know what this cover looks like though? That cover looks... Okay, never mind. I don't know why that cover... The cover, I guess maybe it's the font. It made me think of an Eric Larson book called The Devil in the White City. Didn't you read The Devil in the White City?
No, I don't think I did.
I swore you did. Because I know that was a big book. But we're talking about an old book at this point. It's really old. 2003. I mean, that old, but not really old. But
yeah.
That's what that was reminding me. But no, I've seen so many people give the review on The Devil. So no, I'm interested. I just would never get around to it. I know I'll never get around to it. But no, it looks like it'd be a good read. But I'd be more interested in the Blade itself. I've had the Blade itself in my shopping cart on Amazon for years.
Yeah.
Years there. Just never pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah, I did too. Let's see. Next one, Network Effect. It's book 5 of the Murderbot Diaries.
Oh, that's that one. Okay.
Yeah, and it's probably my least favorite of the book because instead of being about 150 pages, it was close to 300. And it just kind of dragged on at times. They could have cut some out of it, I think. Yeah. I like the rest of the series a lot better. And then the other 2 I read were just little novellas. They're short things that tied into other stuff. The first one was The Butcher of Anderson Station. It was the kind of prequel to The Expanse.
Okay.
I read the first book of it, and it kind of helps it make sense, like who one of the characters was. So that was like 40 pages. So the very quick read. And then the other one you're going to be interested in. It's by John Scalzi, who I read a ton of. It's a short story he did for Amazon for Kindle, and it's called The Slow Time Between the Stars.
The Slow Time Between the Stars. Do I get this? Does it come with my Prime subscription?
It does.
Oh, look at that.
And it's a fast read. It's, again, like 40, 50 pages. It's about a ship with AI in it who's supposed to go and seed other planets for humans so the human race continues. And it's all from its point of view.
Okay, hold on. Okay. An AI on a star-spanning mission explores the farthest horizons of human potential and its own purpose in a mind-bending short story by New York Times best-selling author John Scalzi, which you said his name. You've been saying his name a lot recently. Actually.
Yeah, I have. I've read a lot of his stuff recently.
Equipped with the entirety of human knowledge, the sentient ship is launched on the last-ditch journey to find a new home for civilization. Trillions of miles, tens of thousands of years in the space between. The AI has plenty of time to think about life, the vastness of the universe, and everything else it's meant to do. What it should do. This sounds good.
It does, and it's quick.
It plays into my fear of AI.
Oh, very much so.
I hate AI so much. I don't want it. The funny thing is though, I can get the audiobook as the audiobook's part of your membership. Did you go audio with it or did you read it?
I read it.
Okay. Interesting.
It's very interesting because the humans that set it up didn't give it full access to all of its programming until it was out of the solar system.
See, because I didn't trust it.
Yep.
I didn't trust your shit.
So, all right. I just got that.
I will give you this, that if you read that, it recommends How It Unfolds by James S.A. Corey. Have you heard of James S.A. Corey?
Yes, he's the guy that wrote The Expanse.
There you go. That's why they recommend it. It's all intertwined. Okay.
So, it's a series of short books. It's called the Far Reaches Collection, and each one is a different author.
Yeah, because I see that. There's Void by Veronica Roth, Falling Bodies by Rebecca Roanhorse, Long Game by Anne Leckie, and Just Out of Jupiter's Reach by Nnedi Okorafor, if I'm saying that right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll gradually start reading some of those too.
Well, hold on. Now you got to make me bring up my spreadsheet. I got to add this one to my spreadsheet. Oh, my goodness. Too many books, Jay.
I know.
Books. Not enough time.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, Lord. Where's my comic reading list? Okay. I love how my comic reading list has transformed into just reading anything list. So I'll have to put this one down. All right.
So, and with that, I need to get going. I just got the text that he is.
Okay,
yep.
No, that's a good place to end. That was a perfect place to end.
Yeah, and I'll save my comics for next time.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds good. So, until next time. Then,
so just for a record, my want to read list on my book app is at 508 books.
See, at least you're using an app. I should probably switch over to an app to make my life easier. But here I am just keeping a spreadsheet. Old schooling it here.
I have an app, I have a spreadsheet, and then I have pictures. Like when I go to a bookstore and I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I take a picture of the cover.
All right. I got it on the list here. And I think I could have swore I told you to read a book recently, and you probably still haven't read it. Oh, I know there's a movie you still haven't watched for sure.
Yeah, I know.
I told you to watch. Yeah, well, whatever.
I'm a slagger.
Just keep ignoring my recommendations and reading your books. Okay, I get it.
I might get a chance to watch movies this weekend, so.
We'll see. All right.
Thanks for listening. Follow us on social media at Nyrdcast. It's NYRDCAST, and at our website, nerdcast.com. Be sure to rate and review the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. This week's featured track is Disappointment at the Touchies by Updog.